Hi, I'm Annabelle McCourt and I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry is the kind of name of my exhibition here at the Civic Barnsley. So we all kind of sometimes say I'm sorry, and it's a bit like a throwaway comment, and sometimes it might not be terribly serious, or we just find ourselves over apologising and not really meaning it. But I suppose with this exhibition I'm almost being radical in how simple it actually is. So that concept of actually having that moment where you feel you can offer up your own I'm sorry. And I suppose, in a way, lots of different people have lots of different reasons for saying I'm sorry. So it could be something almost amusing and ridiculous, like stealing the last biscuit, or for me it's a profoundly serious reason, which is not being able to say goodbye to my dad before he died. And this exhibition isn't about putting people on a downer, you know, it's actually giving you that chance to offer up your own I'm sorry in a very kind of safe space. So what we've done here is something very different. I've had a very small, little delicate I'm sorry neon made in my own handwriting, and been very lucky to work with the kind of best in the business neon workshop. So I don't make the neon myself, you know, I've worked with some very, very skilled technicians in order to be able to do that. But it's a very rare experience for people to hold a real piece of neon. So this is a very special, low voltage piece of neon that people have been able to hold in their hands, to actually watch that neon gas move around that glass tube and actually get themselves in that almost like a meditative situation to be able to offer up their own I'm sorry. And you think it does actually, it's almost like a prop that makes a massive difference. So you'll see the result of people holding up this neon, that very moment where they offer their own I'm sorry. But the beauty of this is, we don't know what that I'm sorry is. It's completely anonymous. So it's almost like you get to wander around, you get to have a look at these photographs, the glowing neon, but that idea of actually being able to look into somebody's eyes and imagine what is that I'm sorry. And I was going for something very different. I sometimes make a lot of interactive artworks and using a lot of technology. But kind of post-pandemic, I really wanted to get back to that, actually going to meet people again, having that moment with them, looking into their eyes and just capturing that moment. I think, first of all, to say I'm incredibly honoured to be able to exhibit here. It's an incredible offering, and as an artist you don't always get this opportunity, because for me it's right up here to be able to exhibit here, and I think that's a really important thing. But my work is always about, it's kind of people driven in a way, because I'm a very, very nosy person, and that's where it comes from. It's a real nosiness and an absolute interest in people and what makes them tick. And if your art isn't about that and it doesn't involve people, then what's the point making it, as far as I'm concerned? So it's, yeah, I mean, for me, it's real. It's keeping it absolutely real. It's why I make the work I make. And yeah, and like without all of these people that you can see on the wall, it's nothing. You know, and it really is down to people, like I've said, kind of speaking truth to power, their own truth, giving me their precious time in what is quite a kind of, you know, it's an intimate space when somebody's offering up an apology. In a way, it's very fragile, but yet it's incredibly powerful. So I think this is the perfect space to be able to do that. And I think the programme they have here, it's great, it's brave, it's interesting, it's different. And I think, can you imagine having that message, I'm sorry, for example, on a council building? Probably wouldn't happen. People worry about optics, what am I going to look like, what am I sorry about? So I'm eternally grateful for the Civic for actually running with this, and I think it's all the more powerful because of it. I'm on Insta, Annabelle McCourt Artist, I'm on Facebook, I'm omnipresent, I'm in your face, but no, I think it would be great to get in touch with people as well, and also a bit of a shout out that if people want to be a part of this project, the idea is it started here in Barnsley. This is where it's been born really, and the ambition is to take this much further afield. And I want to take the people of Barnsley along with me. So if you want to get involved, get in touch with the Civic here and let's see what we can do.